How to fix mouse stuck on click with certain buses in Omsi 2. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we are tackling one of the most frustrating control bugs in Omsi 2, the omnibus simulator, where the mouse cursor gets completely stuck in a clicking state or locks onto the zoom icon immediately after spawning specific custom buses. During our investigation into this simulation anomaly, Teknobalta's analysis revealed that this behavior is primarily triggered by broken or corrupted vehicle scripts, missing font dependencies, or conflicting input configurations within the simulation engine. Because deleting the problematic bus temporarily removes the issue, our technical team ran extensive diagnostics to isolate exactly why certain add-on vehicles lock the simulation controls. In this comprehensive deep dive guide, we are going to walk you through 17 advanced troubleshooting steps and permanent technical fixes that we independently tested to restore full mouse functionality in Omsi 2. Verify and update broken vehicle scripts. Our testing showed that the primary cause of a locked mouse cursor in Omsi 2 is an underlying broken or outdated vehicle script file that fails to initialize properly when the bus spawns. When an add-on bus uses incompatible or poorly coded script modules, the engine halts input polling, leaving your mouse stuck on whatever action was last triggered. To resolve this, navigate to the official developer portal or mod repository where you downloaded the bus and download the latest patch or updated version available. Perform a clean reinstallation of the problematic bus. If updating the vehicle files does not clear the cursor lock, Teknobalta's technical team recommends performing a complete, clean reinstallation of the specific add-on. Delete the existing bus folder completely from your Omsi 2 vehicles directory, rather than simply overriding the existing files. Re-extract a fresh, uncorrupted copy of the vehicle archive into your root directory to ensure no orphaned script files remain. Uninstall irreparably incompatible mod vehicles. During our investigation, we discovered that certain legacy custom buses have abandoned script architectures that simply cannot be patched to work with current Omsi 2 builds. When a specific vehicle consistently freezes the zoom or click cursor and no developer updates exist, removing that bus entirely is the cleanest and most stable solution. Purging incompatible mods prevents engine-level script overflows from corrupting your overall simulation profiles. Run Omsi 2 with administrative privileges. Omsi 2 often requires direct write access to its root directories to properly read vehicle scripts and update input telemetry in real time. We tested running the executable with administrative privileges and confirmed that it eliminates input bottlenecks caused by Windows permissions blocking script execution. Right-click your Omsi 2 shortcut, select Properties, navigate to the Compatibility tab, and check the box labeled Run this program as an administrator. Install the 4 GB address space patch, 4 GB patch. Because Omsi 2 is a legacy 32-bit application, it natively limits itself to 2 GB of virtual memory, which is easily exceeded when loading complex third-party buses with intricate scripts. When the memory address space overflows, script execution stalls and causes mouse control inputs to permanently freeze. Apply the standard 4 GB patch to your Omsi executable to double its available memory address space and stabilize custom vehicle script loading. Verify integrity of game files via Steam. Corrupted core simulation binaries or missing default script libraries can cause third-party add-on buses to misinterpret mouse click events. Open your Steam client, right-click Omsi 2 in your library, select Properties, navigate to Installed Files, and click Verify Integrity of Game Files. Steam will automatically scan your installation and replace any damaged base engine files that interfere with vehicle control scripts. Run Omsi 2 map tools to identify missing fonts and dependencies. Custom buses rely heavily on specific font files and shared dashboard displays. If any of these dependencies are missing, the bus script will crash silently on spawn and freeze your mouse. Download and launch Omsi 2 map tools. Then run a full diagnostic scan on your installed vehicles and maps to generate a missing file report. Locate and install every missing font, texture, or splinter script identified in the scan to restore proper vehicle initialization. Lower target frame rate and reduce simulation multithreading load. Teknobalta's diagnostics revealed that severe CPU thread synchronization lags during vehicle spawning can cause the mouse input polling loop to hang permanently. Open your Omsi 2 graphical settings and temporarily cap your target frame rate to 30 frames per second while disabling unnecessary AI background traffic. Lowering the initial computational load allows complex custom bus scripts to initialize their interactive cockpit hotspots without locking your controls. Disable alternative camera control systems and head tracking software, third-party camera modifiers, head tracking software, or custom view scripts often fight with Omsi 2 built-in mouse zoom and pan mechanics. If your mouse icon remains stuck in the zoom state after spawning a bus, disable any external camera utilities running in the background before launching the game. Ensuring Omsi 2 has exclusive access to your camera viewport prevents external hooks from overriding your mouse release commands. Switch windowed mode and toggle fullscreen exclusivity. Display scaling conflicts between Windows desktop environments and legacy DirectX 9 rendering pipelines can cause mouse release events to drop entirely. If your cursor traps itself in a click state, press Alt and enter simultaneously to toggle between full screen and windowed mode to force a rendering device reset. Our testing confirmed that forcing a viewport refresh often frees the stuck cursor by re-establishing focus on the game window. Configure Windows compatibility mode for Windows 7 or 8. Because Omsi 2 was designed for older Windows operating systems, running it natively on modern Windows builds can introduce API translation errors in input handling. Right-click your main game executable, open Properties, navigate to Compatibility, and set the application to run in compatibility mode for Windows 7 or Windows 8. This legacy compatibility envelope stabilizes DirectX 9 mouse polling and prevents cursor lockups during high-load script execution. Increase process priority in Windows Task Manager. When Windows deprioritizes Omsi 2 execution threads, input processing can lag behind visual simulation updates, trapping your mouse in a continuous click state. Once your game is running, open the Windows Task Manager, navigate to the Details tab, right-click the Omsi executable, and set priority to high. Elevating process priority ensures the operating system dedicates CPU cycles immediately to clearing vehicle script queues and processing mouse inputs. Disable DirectX 9 overlays and external recording hooks, hardware monitoring overlays and background recording applications. Inject dynamic link libraries into DirectX 9 pipelines that frequently break Omsi 2 custom cursor rendering. During our diagnostics, we found that disabling overlays from Discord, Steam, or graphics card control panels prevents mouse state freeze bugs. Run the simulation without any visual hooks attached to ensure clean, uninterrupted communication between your mouse hardware and the game engine. Reset vehicle hotspot configurations in game options. A corrupted user input profile can cause Omsi 2 to miscalculate the boundary coordinates of interactive cockpit buttons on custom buses. Open your game settings, navigate to the keyboard and controller configuration menus, and reset your mouse interaction profiles to their default parameters. Clearing customized control bindings removes invalid click zone mappings that cause the simulation to think your left mouse button is continuously held down. Check and repair custom bus keyboard and mouse event mappings. Some add-on buses ship with custom input configuration scripts that override default Omsi 2 mouse look and interactive click behavior. Inspect the vehicle's documentation and check its internal script configuration files to ensure it is not assigning conflicting macro events to your mouse buttons. Restoring standard mouse event mappings within the vehicle's specific configuration folder ensures your cursor behaves identically across all buses. Inspect and repair the log file for script syntax errors. When a vehicle locks your mouse, Omsi 2 writes the exact underlying script exception directly to its diagnostic log file. Navigate to your root Omsi 2 installation directory immediately after encountering the bug, open log file, and scroll to the bottom to check for script syntax or missing variable errors. Identifying the exact broken script line allows you to either manually correct the syntax code or report the precise failure to the vehicle mod developer. Isolate conflicting custom script modifications. If you have manually merged third-party sound packs, transmission mods, or ticket printer scripts into an add-on bus, these modifications can break the core ClickZone structure. Revert the bus back to its original, unmodded factory script state to test whether your custom additions caused the mouse lockup. Our technical team confirmed that running clean, unmodified base scripts is often necessary to ensure stable mouse interactions inside complex custom cockpits. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.